Didn't hear, did you say something? I didn't.
I asked her. Good go.
Here.
All rise for the pledge, please. Okay. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming. We will open for public comment on agenda and non-agenda item. Anybody have anything? Bill?
I didn't get to read through this yet, but
Okay.
I believe you're considering raising the deductibles for the health care for the employees?
No.
No?
Oh, that's already been done. That was done last meeting.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I was just told
Yeah, that was last meeting.
it wasn't done.
It was done last meeting.
Okay. Just concerned about that because the employees here aren't overpaid, especially like the sheriff's department, considering what.
So I guess you haven't seen what they want in their new contract, so.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
so, might not want to say those words then.
When you don't know the whole story,
There you go.
don't know the whole story.
That's right.
When will we have those new contracts?
Well, they're working on them.
All right.
Yes, Steve.
I'll go. First of all, kudos to the county, Macy and her team for what appeared to be a very smooth election process in the county yesterday. So it was nice to see it. It appeared to go fairly seamlessly, and it was good.
Thank
We
you.
were out of here early, so
Thank you.
very much appreciated.
They did a great job.
So it was, professionally run and very calm and quiet.
Well, I'll tell you, the 9 years I've been doing it, that was probably the smoothest election that I've been a part of.
And
For that big of a turnout, 80%. As I said before, if we were on the old system with the old machines and the paper ballots, we'd probably still be down there right now, still working on it.
Yeah.
So being
Agreed.
out of here by midnight, that was fantastic.
so, yeah, that was, yeah, I was definitely thrilled. So it seemed to go really, really well for such a heavy turnout. Just a couple of questions, kind of touched on it last meeting. Can you explain a little more in depth, the transformation of the, separating planning and GIS and like the expected revenue stream and, how basically, I know you talked about the expected revenue stream, but will the monies we receive outweigh the cost of creating an additional department?
We'll speak to that. We feel that it will.
Yeah,
That's why we're doing
so
it.
here's the thing, GIS today is in every department. So even voter edge, I mean, we have all kinds of statistical data that comes out of voter edge that can be put in layers on a map, which helps, our voter registration office, helps candidates, helps, the public and the parties and all of that. There's not one department anymore that isn't able to use some type of GIS support. Even our recorder of deeds, they have documents that need to get scanned in, which are maps. We were estimating that, it'd be at least $25,000 next year to have an outside agency scan those maps in. And so they're attached to the deeds in the recorder's office. Well, we're able to do that through the GIS department. So there's $25,000 right there that will eventually save the taxpayers by able to do that here. And we get nonstop requests from the outside agencies for overlays and maps of different things in the county, especially the gas industry and other agencies. And we're able to take and do that and provide that service at a charge like all the other counties do. And we're a little bit behind the 8 ball. There's some counties that are a little bit farther advanced than we are with their GIS programs. But we expect with the hiring of the person today that has a master's degree in GIS and the team that will get put together, and especially with our IT director that's now gonna take over the technology side of the GIS and his expertise, and also Ryan that's with us too. We're gonna have a pretty great team that's gonna be able to take and catch us up and kind of get us moving forward ahead of some of the other players to have a system in place that's beneficial to us. And yes, and you're absolutely right. Will the cost of the GIS department be 100% paid for by the revenues and the revenue stream? I would say probably not 100%, but those costs would be there anyway. We still have to have assessment maps. We still have to have all the other maps that we do, and that goes through the GIS department, but it'll pay for a good chunk of it.
And I see we've got some changes coming in, public safety. So,
Yes.
all right. But that's not going to, like, really affect the whole setup of that department at all?
No, it'll still function.
I mean, I figured it would still function, but I know, sometimes
Yeah.
we like combine jobs and,
Yeah, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you gotta take a step back and reanalyze it. And,
right,
especially, when certain departments or segments of the job are increasing and becoming more demanding. The 911 side with all the new requirements coming from the state and federal government and the issues we still have with communications in the county.
right.
That it's pretty demanding, just that one side of the project.
And we did just have a broadband bill passed in the state, so, like, how's that going to impact? Are we going to see any direct impact from that, or is that going to take a while to maybe filter down and?
It definitely will take a while if we see anything, listen.
I mean, it does
Most-
at least allow.
Listen, bottom line is Harrisburg thinks we're in New York State anyway. So, the chances of us getting money are slim to none. I'll believe it when I see it. We go through this all the time. So, if it does come, it'll take a long time to get here, but, I'm not holding my breath.
At least, if it does at least filter down and allow for the rural cooperatives, from what I understand, to
Right.
like actually participate and use like their line system, pull system, whatever, so.
Right.
We continue to actively advocate for it at every level also. We're hopeful, but hesitant to say for sure how it's going to.
Right,
affect it.
like we've had a lot of broadband initiatives come through that have not,
But we as a
don't
commission,
really like,
we understand how
that was.
important it is, so it's something that we actively advocate for.
We've been talking about it for 5 straight years,
Mm-hmm.
talking and talking, having meetings. Hopefully someday something will happen.
I think I'm done with commissioners.
Thank you.
Stacy.
Motion.
Just one more comment. Speaking of things that went on for 5 years, PennDOT, and there has been an improvement. There's still room for a lot more, but I appreciate all the work you guys put into it. And at least we're seeing something for those efforts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to close public comment.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Hall, seconded by Commissioner Herschel to close public comment at 9:09. All in favor say aye.
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 Make a motion to approve item 2 for the minutes of October 28th.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, seconded by Commissioner Herschel to approve the minutes from the October 28th, 2020 Commissioners' meeting. All in favor say aye.
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 Make a motion to approve item 3.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, seconded by Commissioner Herschel to recess the Commissioners' meeting and open the salary board meeting at 9:09. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any questions, public comment on the agenda items?
basically
We
covered.
covered it, okay.
Motion to close public comment.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, second by Commissioner Herschel, to close public comment at 9:09. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 2, approve the minutes of October 28th.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, second by Commissioner Herschel, to approve the minutes of the salary board, a meeting from October 28th, 2020. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion to approve item 3, create the non-union position of Director of Planning.
I will second that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Hall, seconded by Commissioner Herschel, to move on motion number 3. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Make a motion to approve item number 4.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to correct the rate of the full-time union-eligible position of GIS technician to $20.67 per hour, effective November 4th, 2020, with a 6-month probationary period and benefits according to the residual bargaining unit and the county policy manual, per the recommendation of Rebecca Hubbard, Chief Clerk. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion to approve 5.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to create the full-time union-eligible position of GIS Senior Administrator, $18.40 per hour, effective November 4th, 2020, with a 6-month probationary period and benefits according to the residual bargaining unit and the county policy, per the recommendation of Rebecca Hubbard. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 6.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to create the full-time union-eligible position of GIS Assistant Administrator, $15.87 per hour, effective November 4th, per the recommendation of Rebecca Hubbard, Chief Clerk. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve item 7.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to create the full-time non-union position of IT Director / GIS Coordinator, $63,000 per year, effective November 4th, 2020, with a 6-month probationary period and benefits according to county policy. Recommendation of Rebecca Hubbard. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve item 8.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to create the full-time union-eligible position of Director of 911, $55,000 per year, effective November 4th, 2020, with a 6-month probationary period and benefits according to the county policy. Recommendation of Rebecca Hubbard, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve 9.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to shift the current participants in the county's 65 special health insurance class to a non-county program, effective January 1st, 2021. All retirees in 2021 will also be offered non-county Medicare supplement insurance. The participants that currently qualify for the $215 allowance and those that retire in 2021 and qualify will be grandfathered to the program and continue to receive the allowance, not to exceed the monthly premium up to $215. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve 10.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to eliminate 4 elected officials the benefit of $215 allowance towards the county's health care program when serving 8 years and not seeking office or losing office due to an election. Elected officials will meet the same criteria as all other county employees. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn the salary board.
I'll second that.
A motion by Commissioner Hall to close the salary board at 9:13. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 4 on the Commissioners' agenda.
I'll second that.
We went back to the Commissioners' meeting at 9:13. Motion by Commissioner Hall to ratify and approve the following bills to be paid. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion to approve item 5.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner to approve the payment of $43,979.76 to Treehab per the sub-agreement for the use of CARES County relief funds paid to small businesses and for small business assistance. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 6.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve payment of $7,502.87 to Little Meadows Volunteer Fire Company paid from CARES County relief funds. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion to approve 7.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve the hiring of Elizabeth Janowski, Montrose, to the open non-union full-time position of Director of Planning at $43,000 per year, effective November 5th, 2020, with a 6-month probationary period and benefits according to the county policy, manual, and government mandated requirements, per the recommendation of Rebecca Hubbard, Chief Clerk. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 8.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve the hiring of Michael Borowski Taylor to the open full-time union-eligible position of GIS technician at $20.67 per hour, effective November 5th, 2020, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 9.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve the hiring of Brandon Halaski Montrose to the open part-time union-eligible position of corrections officer at $14.96 per hour, varied hours, effective November 9th, 2020, with a 6-month probationary period and benefits according to the jail bargaining unit contract in the county policy. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve 10.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to accept with regret the resignation of Bruce Butler from the position of Director of Public Safety and Compliance Administrator, effective November 13th, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve 11.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve the transfer of Bradley Ellsworth from the full-time, non-union position of Director of Public Safety Operations 911 Coordinator to the full-time, non-union position of 911, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve 12.
And I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to transfer Stephen Janowski from the full-time, non-union position of Director of Information Technology to the open, non-union, full-time salary position of IT Director, GIS Coordinator, $63,000 annually, effective November 5th, 2020, with a 6-month probationary period and benefits according to the county policy manual and government mandated requirements, per the recommendation of Rebecca Hubbard, Chief Clerk. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion to approve 13.
And I'll second that.
We have a motion by Commissioner Hall to approve Proclamation 2020-27 commemorating Veterans Day in Susquehanna County. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And we have Mr. Richard Healy here from our Veterans Affairs Office to present this proclamation to, on behalf of the veterans. And we thank you, Richard, for serving our country and for the great job that you do for us in the Veterans Affairs Office. And we thank all the veterans that have fought for our country and our freedoms.
Well, thank you. I simply want to comment that myself and all of my fellow veterans, for the most part, entered the service hoping to strengthen this country and to support the values and the freedoms in this country, to include voting. So I would ask you to be sure, find a veteran on Veterans Day and tell them thank you, because they deserve it.
Thank you,
Well,
Richard.
Richard,
We
not
appreciate
not to
that.
poke at you, Richard, but I think you were close to the same age as me. I think,
I'm older.
well, you're a little bit, yeah.
Never looking to
Yeah. But I think we also didn't have the ability to vote, but we had the ability to be drafted.
We did. When I first went in, you could be 18 years old, get drafted and sent to Vietnam, but you couldn't vote.
And there you go.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard. I'd also like to say that in honor of Veterans Day, the courthouse will be closed next Wednesday, and that is why we had our meeting today. That's why we had meetings back to back here, because of that. So, remember to thank a veteran.
Make a motion to approve item 14.
And I will second that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Hall to recognize the Halsted Library on their 100th anniversary, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And we have a beautiful proclamation here to go to the library. And for 100 years of history, that's awesome. And Commissioner Hall will deliver that to them. Thank you.
Thank you. Make a motion to approve item 15.
And I'll
Close the meeting.
second that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Hall to close the meeting at 9:18, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Have a good day.